Hello everyone, welcome to the day 22 of Cyber Yuva campaign organized by Cyber Jagriti. Today we are coming here on a very important topic which is on what are all the career options available in the field of cyber security for children in mostly in the legal side. For this we are having a very uh, eminent speaker, Miss Rosita Sekandari. She has a bachelor's degree from the Law and Political Science faculty from Herat University, Afghanistan. She works as the president of Model Organizations of Islamic Corporation at Herat University. From
Thank you.
2007 to till now, she has been working as professional there. She has attended different awareness programs to enhance the youth and their knowledge in different fields. And currently, she is associated with uh, as an academic advisor of Legal Wind Organization. And we are very glad to have her today. Instead of several challenges, she is able to make out today with us. So, without any delay, let me hand it over to Miss Rosita. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fish, for your brief introduction. Indeed, hello to everyone. I'm glad to be here, and inshallah, I hope everything goes well. So, for today's topic, I want to first share my screen, and it's regarding the cyber careers for in cybersecurity children. So let's have a discussion first that we are going to cover so many topics in today's discussion. Four points we are going to point out is exactly what is cybersecurity, why this topic is so important for us, and what are the opportunities for children in cybersecurity, and last, how to get children involved in careers in cybersecurity. So,
Rosita, one second, Rosita. Sorry to interrupt. Can you off your camera so that the voice glitch can go off? Thank
great.
you.
Most welcome. I'm sorry for my weak internet connection because in Afghanistan the internet connection is really slow. So by the way, whenever I'm disconnected, please tell me. Okay, let's get it started. So exactly what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a field of is a field, a practice of protecting network, safety of network systems, programs, and data from criminal as youth. So it is a growing field, and it focuses on protecting organization safety, and safety is first in cybersecurity. And the goal of cybersecurity is acceptance sensitive information. When we look, in the global market, and when we look for today, 21st century, we see that technologies are improving and they are growing. And indeed, we are connected to the internet in some way. And the problem is that the jobs, the opportunities can be that the jobs are that they are they are also increasing in the world. Um, the main important thing in here is that what will happen line defense, against possible threats and possible cyber threats and attacks that we are facing, limited, cybersecurity professionals. In order to strengthen our line against cyber attacks, we need skilled IT professionals. We need to know some maybe auditors to protect our safety. This is the problem, and unfortunately, in our life, especially children are vulnerable in the 21st century. When the COVID-19 happened, unfortunately, many children were abused. But today, we're not going to discuss about the threats. We're going to discuss the opportunities that the children may have in cybersecurity. Um, as mentioned before, the most majority or large majority of the population of the world are children, and they're somehow connected to internet. And as of one research in the UK, the children aged from 5 to 15, they are using about 2 hours daily of internet. It means that's a really high dose. And in here, it is really important. They may have opportunities in here. The opportunity may be access to information, if they use internet opportunities for self-expression, wider horizon of awareness, and radically extend the scope for social interaction. So these are the opportunities that they may face. But the main problem is that when we lack professionals, when we lack IT professionals, what will be this children's protection? What will happen to them? Unfortunately, when you look at the world, many threats, many attacks in India, many banks are stored. Many banks are unfortunately, somehow they're attacked as in with the cyber. So why these things are happening? And the main answer is that unfortunately we do not have professionals in this field, or if we have the professionals, they are very less. One of the we have one of the main things that all of the world is now tackling is that we have to prepare kids for careers in cybersecurity. Indeed, as all of you know, when you are 18 years old, you cannot above below the 18 years old, you cannot work in the ITs or many other legal organizations and etc. But after the 18 age, you may work in cyber organizations and etc. The thing here for children is that they have to be prepared, they have to be introduced about cyber. Because the cyber skills are learned over a lifetime. Indeed, when they're when they are a teen, when they're a child, they have to be somehow engaged with cybersecurity. When they are engaged, we will have professionals because the children are the future of cybersecurity. If they are well trained, we will save the world because the future will be a knowledgeable world. And the other important is that many people think that cybersecurity jobs are only being hacked and etc. But indeed, it's not. It needs communicating, managing, being creative, critical thinking to solve a problem. It means that many skills can have to be present to take a job in cyber security. And as the screen is shared, you can see that cyber skills are listed in the areas like problem solving, critical thinking, ability, collaborative player, game fun, sense of duty, and etc. These all the skills are needed to be a good person to work in cybersecurity. So if your children has these kind of skills, he or she may be a very good person to save the world in the future as an IT or the other professional. And now, after the introduction, I want to discuss two points regarding career in the cybersecurity for children. The first one is discussing the problem that exists in our world. And the next point is solutions to the problem. The cybersecurity field is not attracting enough of job applicants because most other career paths are attracting more. And this is a really big problem. Although we are having an increase in the cyber and we are having an increase in applications, but they're not attracting. There is not an interest, a growing interest for children to become entrepreneurs or other. The lack of need and skilled workforces are really we are facing to this world, and if it continues in the future, we may lose, and we may have a bigger impacts in the government and other organizations. So, what will do to these problems? There are plenty of solutions, but I want to highlight three only. The first one is the parents. The parents are a primary source of career advice, yet only 27% stated they were very confident that their parents could help guide them on pursuing careers in cybersecurity. It's not surprising that may not be knowledgeable about careers in cybersecurity, since it's a relatively new profession. Most probably have not met or known someone in this line of. With this in mind, user-friendly resources parents can use and they can tap to educate themselves and having conversations with their children about the cybersecurity and supporting in their cybersecurity workplaces, awareness programs like the cyber integrity organization, workshops or other things may make parents more educated to make an interest for their children. Making if a child is so good in the cybersecurity, for example, if he or she is good at math or in sciences and science, the parents shall not them toward the field of medical because they are good at math and science. So the parents, play the important role at the start, make them go through the career of the cybersecurity. The idea here is that these children and even teenagers are, not only have to be interested in learning about cybersecurity, but have to make them grow interest in the years ahead. Maintaining and growing this interest lead them into a profitable career is in high demand. And so parents, play a role. And the second solution may be the changing curriculum. What exactly this means? Um, you know, um, in the previous section, we discussed that the parents shall somehow provide interest for their children. But in the second part, I want to discuss that more than a third of young people, I mean children, maybe 36%, report that they are interested in jobs they could do well in cybersecurity, and they have the interest, but they do not have a good curriculum in the world to like cyber schools or other organizations to go there and pursue their education. Cyber challenges are the great way to expose kids to the field. So these challenges take a variety of forms. Usually they take in teams, working teams, and engage them in protecting net and work systems. So the solution in a changing curriculum may be innovation centers, cybersecurity schools, like foundations and workshops and other things that really can be a foundation for pursuing cybersecurity studies or careers. So this is totally upon the governments and maybe upon some organizations to provide and advocate for the children. Advocate to the government to make a safe place for children to pursue their education. For example, in schools, maybe some short courses or other, organizations or any other program that they may have. And the third solution to the problem may lie on minor complements. This third solution may lie for governments or for societies that they may not have a good curriculum for their children, or maybe they have they are not they are developing countries and they may not have a good solution to their problems. So these minor complements are what? For example, in school, children study math, the children study communications, they study psychology, they study physics and even biology. So when you complete this minor fields, you can go through computer science, maybe to the cybersecurity issues. So these minor complements really complete the children's education toward a successful cyber career. Regarding the math, it prevents from the waste of time. Indeed, you are not going to after you're graduated, you don't have to go to some short courses to study maths, because in this cyber you have to understand math really well, and you have to understand significant math studies and some problems to solve in the math. So when you're studying math in your school, definitely you're completing a minor to go in the careers for cybersecurity. The other one is communication. What technology can and can't do for them, it means. The students are having theoretical application, in development of artificial intelligence in the communication part, like critical thinking, like problem solving, and etc. In doing businesses and even in psychology classes, like and even physics. For example, in the physics, you're making robotics, you're making other things. So So exactly in the psychology and physics classes, these are the and even biology, for example, composing the DNA, RNA, how do you made, how we can, for example, break them. These are the points that minor complements that can lead to a major field that is cyber and maybe computer sciences. Respected members and respected audiences, the thing that at the last I want to point out is how we are going to make it. How this awareness programs are being effective. Indeed, I want to give you examples in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, unfortunately, the rate of attacks are very high. And unfortunately, the IT professionals are very low. And this is the main problem and the shared problem around the world. But indeed, in Afghanistan is much seen, and in India as well may seen, and in other countries. There are schools. They are, government. Indeed, after, before the fall of the Taliban, there were some, IT courses. There were some IT organizations made for children to from the younger from the younger generation to study and solve their problems. Online awareness programs, like the current program. These are the main things the parents can do, the youth can do to prevent a tragedy for the future. Because if the children, unfortunately nowadays we can see that children are abused, children are unfortunately bullied, children are unfortunately their time are wasted. So the problem is very very big, and indeed the solutions I suggested are maybe they are helping the problem to reduce. And if we act in concert, indeed we may solve the problem. If we make the younger generation well prepared for the future, definitely these problems may solve. So thank you very much. And this is all from my side. If there is any questions, any points, I'm open to them. Mr. Rupesh,
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rosita, for that amazing session. We have
thank you
really
very
covered
much. Thank
very
you for
deep
having
topic,
me.
and we are very glad to have it. And definitely we'll have more sessions in near future also, and maybe our interns will definitely trouble you little. So please bear with us in that also, because we are documenting all the sessions and trying to publish it in the form of a book. So thank you so much for taking your time out and all the struggle in order to handle the internet issue center. Once again, thank you so much.
Most welcome. Thank you for having me. Have a good day.